crazy about Randle, man. Crazy. Just wanted to go on live real quick with y'all. Crazy, man. Crazy. But you know what? I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? What's going on with Randle, man? It's crazy. I think that this was kind of expected in a sense, right? Because you figure, I've said it on my shows. I've said it numerous times. I said, it's a situation. It's a situation to where shows cameras playing. All right, man. It's a situation where he was out too long. Like he wasn't. They wasn't allowing him like to get out there and kind of like play on the court. You know what I'm saying? They were looking at it to where he wasn't doing any type of contact. He wasn't doing anything. And I was saying to myself, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like you got to see exactly where he's at, right? And the fact that the Knicks didn't even make the decision to say, okay, cool, we going. And he was just kind of just. Sorry, people. Sorry, man. I don't know what happened with the connection. I apologize for that. But vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me. It's just lunchtime, man. It's going for a walk. So what happened, man? I had to hop on and rock with y'all, man. So the fact that he's not even going out and he wasn't doing any contact, like none of that was happening. So now you say to yourself, okay, no contact. It's been 3 months. Dogs, it's no way they should be throwing him on the court. There's no way. He's not doing any type of contact. No, nothing. So how are we supposed to know exactly what is he going to be? So you're just going to throw him in the playoffs and just say, all right, be Randle? Nah. Nah, that's not realistic. And most importantly, it's not fair to Randle. You know what I mean? And so when you watch that, you say to yourself, like, come on, man, like, there's no way he's going to be a productive player at all. And you see everyone that, that has these surgeries, they pretty much get these injuries, they have to get the surgery in order to be somewhat better for the season, for the up and coming season next year. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's really unfortunate, man. But I said it on my live. You know what I mean? Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me on this lunch break. I said on my live, I said, it's either they try him out in practice, see what it is with him, right? See what it is. Or if not, they say, all right, look, cool. Let's pretty much sit him down and let's get him ready for next season. You know what I'm saying? And so I just think that they made the right decision, man. They did, because the way Randle plays, man, the way he bangs, the way he does all that stuff, ain't no way that he's gonna be ready for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That we're not even talking, just regular season. They talking about just him going out in the playoffs and doing that. It's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen at all. And I was kind of surprised and really, really shocked that, kind of surprised and really shocked that, honestly, that this didn't happen sooner. Seth Peacock, what's going on, man? No, Seth, he's out for the season, Seth. He's out for the season, man. They shutting him down. Which I was 50-50 on. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of in the mindset of, you either send him out there, you play him, and let him see what it is amongst his teammates, or you shut him down. You do one or the other, man. You don't have him out there, like, you know what I mean? And I just wasn't really in agreement with that. So now, going forward, we have to make a decision, right? So what do we do as far as lineups, right? What do we do? What does the situation look like with OG Anobi, right? What does that look like? So now we got to say to ourselves, all right, our all-star is down. He's done. So that extra scoring punch that we thought Brunson was going to have, he's not going to have now. So What's the other option? To me, it's only OG Anobi. I mean, that's it. But what is he going to look like, right? Is he going to be the same guy, or is he going to be something different, right? Like what does that look like, man? Like we just got to be honest, man. Like what does that look like? You know what I mean? And so I don't know if, apologize about the glare, man, but I just don't know if we have enough offensively now to even make a push. You know what I'm saying? Like we may be getting to the second round, maybe. Playoffs is a different monster, man. So it's all about matchups, and without having that second scoring punch or that second option for Brunson is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be honest. You know, I listen, and I've said it on my live before. I've been critical of Randle in the past, right? I have been. But one thing we can't deny is he's legit 25 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. You know what I mean? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You put it in the book, you put it in the marker, right in the book, he getting 25 and 10. So that's just something that just don't grow in trees. It just doesn't. And his physicality, he's a matchup nightmare for most teams. So now he's done. So what do? Who's going to be the other scoring threat and scoring option for this team? You know what I mean? We can't expect OG Anobi to do that. That's not in his wheelhouse. It's just not. Josh Hart, no. DiVincenzo, no. So what do? What does it look like? Because now, remember, the playoffs, they're going to blitz Brunson. They're going to blitz him. And you saw what OKC did to him. They put him in the zone. They had like a matchup zone and all this other nonsense, and it gave the Knicks problems. And if he's off, as we saw in Miami, if he's off, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. You know what I mean? And so that's the concern now with Randle being down. Right? So this is going to be tough, man. It's going to be really, really tough. Man, listen, man. If Brunson pulls off a Herculean performance in the playoffs, like he almost did last year, and gets us to the conference finals, man, listen, that's a win for the Knicks. But as we sit right now, I don't see us. We maybe get past the first round, man. I'm just being honest with you, because now you know how to the league is figuring out how to defend this. Corey Lindsay, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me on this lunch break, man. Randle's out for the season, man, so it's crazy. LV salute. Without Randle, I believe the Knicks will be better because the ball movement will be better. Nah, man, I have to disagree with you there, sir. I have to disagree with you there. Randle's 25-10, man, bucket. That matters in the playoffs. And what I was getting at is that now the blueprint is out there for the Knicks. They know how to defend the Knicks without Randle. They know how to defend them. So now they're going to blitz Brunson. They're going to blitz him. And if those guys can't make shots, or sometimes they do make shots, sometimes they don't, and if Brunson has an off night, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. You know, and what we've proven is that without Randle, it's tough to find someplace else to score if Brunson is off. Hey, also, two people, if you come through, right, you're coming through, just checking through, please hit that like button for your boy, please. I appreciate you guys. Just trying to give you this breakdown real quick, man, during your lunch break, man. Randle's out for the season, but so with this news, we can't afford to have Brunson have an off night, man. We just can't, and that's not fair to him because, yeah, he's the guy, but other dudes have to step up, and if he's off one night. And we saw it in Miami, man. And then the other dynamic of it all, which we're not paying attention to, is the minutes, right? So now guys are playing a lot of minutes because Randle's not out. And of course, OG Anobi, but Randle's the key because he's the other offensive weapon. Corey Lindsay, LV, I agree, man. I'm not always... Nah, man, you're pretty on point, man. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? We'll always go back and forth and debate, man. It's cool, man. You're always good, Corey. I appreciate you coming through rocking with me, man. Truly do. So what Randle does is he brings balance to the lineup, right? So yeah, Brunson's the head of the snake, but Randle is your Robin, right? So now when Brunson's out sitting, it doesn't really skip a beat because you can have Randle out there rocking and getting busy, facilitating from the post because you got to double him. Because you don't double him, he's going to destroy anybody in that Baja, right? So now that balances things. So Brunson doesn't have so much weight on his shoulders. Now, you know, we looked good when OG Anobi was there, right? Um, but the problem with him is we don't know what this elbow situation is like we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We have no idea what the elbow situation is like. So I don't know if he's going to be, well, we know he's not going to be 100%. But what type of player is he going to be? Right? When he was in there playing, the Knicks looked really good. They did. But you need his shot making, right? You need that three-pointer from the corner. You need that from OG Anobi. So if that's not there, that's not falling, that puts more pressure, right, on Brunson and the rest of the crew. So, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be really, really, really tough because, like I said, man, 25 and 10 doesn't grow on trees. It really doesn't. And I don't even know, based on some of the reports, I don't know if Josh Hart is playing tonight. He's questionable. His wrist is bothering him. But honestly, it might be, minutes. They might want to monitor his minutes, especially now with Randle being down. If Randle being out for the season, now you really got to monitor guys' minutes. Because the Knicks are going to make it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? That's where you really have to monitor because without Randle and the balance of that second unit, because remember, when Brunson would come out, Randle would kind of be there for that second unit. And he would be kind of like the facilitator and the scorer. Then you bring Brunson back in. Randle may sit down or however. Remember, Randle was an Iron Man. He would play anywhere between 35 to 40 minutes a night. And that was the issue. Remember, before we traded Obi, that was the issue. It was like, we're not giving Obi enough minutes because Randle's playing everything. Randle's playing 38 minutes a night just because Tibbs loves him, because he's Iron Man. So now you don't have that. So once again, it's just a shuffling of the lineup. So now you got to figure out exactly, who you put in, who sits down, who subs. It's just you got to figure it out. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me today, man. On this lunch break. Crazy news, man. Randle's out for the season. So, everybody, if you're coming through, please hit that like button for your boy, please. Trying to give you guys this breakdown on this lunch break, man. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, that's not the season down the drain, but I doubt we go as far as much expected. So, we got to see. Coach, it's time for Precious and Bojan to show and improve. I think Precious has already proven that. Bojan, I don't know, man. Bojan, I don't know. I think Bojan is kind of showing. Yo, what up, man? Peace, brother. Peace. I think Bojan is trying to. He's still trying to figure things out, man. It's like he's got his sea legs. You know what I'm saying? He played good the other night in Miami, but it's like he'll play good one game, and these next 5 games he'll play like trash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure about him, man. Cam, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live on this lunchtime break, man. Breakdown. Randle's out for the season, man. So Coach says I don't see Randle coming back. You mean coming back? What do you mean, Coach? What do you mean, Coach? You told me they're gonna trade him this summer or something like that, or you just? Just in general. So yeah, man. So it's gonna be crazy, man. Yeah, he's gone. Coach thinks he's gone. Coach thinks Randle's out of here. Doubt that, Coach. I doubt that, Coach. I doubt Randle's out of here. I think the Knicks make a decision. I think they made a decision. He's going to be their workhorse next to Brunson. And also, too, I think the other dynamic is with it, Coach. Of course, in the street here, people. Got to watch out for cars. But, I think the thing is, Coach, they saw a glimpse with OG Anobi and Randle and Brunson in January what it could be. There's no way they're going to let that go. You know what I'm saying? There's no way they're going to let that and cut that loose, because the Knicks look like one of the best teams in the league. Not the best team in the East, but one of the best teams in the league in January. Period. Especially what they did to Denver, blowing them out by 30-something points, and what they did to Minnesota with that lineup. With Towns and everybody, the Knicks look legit. And OG Anobi put Ant-Man in cuffs. So that lineup look ferocious, man. They look like a legit contender, right? So now, are they going to go out and get somebody else, another scoring threat, to go with that crew? We'll see what the summer looks like, but I think Randle was back. Towns is good. No. Coach back at it. Yo, Coach, man, it's lunchtime, man. Go have a milkshake or something and enjoy yourself, because that's not happening. All right? It's not happening. Towns is not coming. Towns is not coming. He's not coming. You need to chill and relax, my man. You know what I'm saying? You need to chill and relax. Walk, man. You know what I'm saying? Go for my walk, my lunchtime break. Had to chop it up with my peoples, man. Had to chop it in with y'all. Had to touch down, man, and check in with the crew, man, because this is crazy, man. But I don't want anybody to panic. That's them some more. Nah, call NYC, man. New York City all day, man. But I don't want anybody to panic, right? I think we're going to still make a playoff push. We're just not going to go as far as we thought. And I think that's where we have to kind of come down a bit as Knicks fans, right? We kind of was riding high, especially in January, man. I said it on my show. I said, when them boys come back, I said, listen, we can make it to the finals, right? I felt that way. But with this news, this really kind of takes away that. Is there a place where they could still go far? Yes. Because they look good with OG Anobi in that lineup without Randle. They did. But the problem is, and here's the biggest problem, where are you gonna get 25 and 10 from? Like where are you gonna get it? You can't expect to get that from an OG Anobi, a Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, the evolution and rise of Deuce, right? You can't expect to get that, man. That's not. I'm talking about night in and night out of just that production. That's why them dudes getting paid what they get paid. That's why them dudes are 3-time All-Stars, because every time they're gonna book it. Now, yes, Randle didn't show up in the playoffs. Right? I understand that. So he's got to show himself. Talking about hoops right here, LV Ride right now. That's how I do it on them boys. That's how I do it on them. Banging them on their necks. See that? Easy work. Lunchtime workout. But yeah, man. So I don't know where that production is going to come from in the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know where that production is going to come from, man. I just don't. Mr. Blake, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV on this lunch break. Mr. Blake says no Eastern Conference Finals. No, maybe Eastern Conference, no finals, yeah? Yeah. Corey Lindsay, what's going on, man? He says, LV, I saw that OG gonna get a contract worth $160 million 4 years. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't think. What's that? Sorry, somebody's doing some work over here. What's that? 4 years, $40 million? I think he might get less than that. They're gonna negotiate down with that because he's staying with the Knicks. He's not going anywhere. But I see him getting like anywhere between 35 a year. Coach said 30 per. Yeah, that's why same thing, Coach. I see anywhere between 30 and 40. I don't see 40. I see 35. Or I can see something where it say 36.5, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's not getting 40 million a year. The person that's going to get 40 million plus is Brunson. Brunson may get close to like $50 million a year. True story. Randle's going to probably get, when he negotiates, he's going to probably get the same thing as OG Anobi. You understand what I'm saying? He might get somewhere like in between 35 to 40. He's going to get a little bit more than OG Anobi, but he's not going to get as much as Brunson. No way. Brunson's going to get about probably like $50 million, man. Easy. And the Knicks are going to pay it. They're not going to play around with that, with him. But yeah, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. The news came in, man, about 40 minutes ago, man. I said, what? Crazy, man. Crazy. Mr. Blank says 30 per year, yeah. He's going to probably get a little bit more than that. Anywhere between like 35. He's going to get like 35. I can see that. They're going to meet in the middle ground, Mr. Blanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he gets 30. I think he gets a little bit more than that, but he's not, because if his cap, boom. If his cap is let's say he wants 40 million a year, right? He's getting 164 for 160. Let's just say that's what he's starting off with. You're going to negotiate down for that. Knicks are going to meet him in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see what happens, man. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's insane, man. It's insane about Randle, man. It's insane. But you know what? To be super honest with you guys, I never thought. I thought it was going to be one or the other. I thought he was going to come back and play, or they was going to shut him down. Meaning that they was going to have to play him a couple of games during the season, because I'm telling you, they can't throw him out in the fire. They can't do that. Excuse me. They can't throw him out in the fire. So, based on whatever happened, and I want to pay people, I would not be surprised when it comes out that he might have tried to do some contact, and his shoulder might have probably started to hurt, and it might have been excruciating. And they probably said, all right, forget it, we're gonna shut him down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he started trying something and trying whatever, and he realized, all right, this ain't gonna work. Sorry, my nose is running, it's crazy. And I think that's possibly what happened. Is that they made that decision like, nah, all right, let's sit him down. Cortland said iHeart should get close to 17. Yeah, iHeart's going to probably get about 18 million. 18. I said this in my live. I think he takes a pay cut. I don't think he's going to go someplace and get and just take the 25. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he wants some stability, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I told you on my live before. I said it a while ago, but LeBron made the best comparison when it comes to this money and these contract negotiations. He said, you know, a lot of times you get to the point where is it about the money, or is it about the team and your location where you're trying to build? Because your lifestyle doesn't change. So if you get a contract and you're making 180 million, right? And the team stinks, but this team is on a rise and they're kind of like close to kind of being good, but they want to give you 100 million, right? Your lifestyle doesn't change. So you can still get the same house you can get for 180 million. The price don't change because you get more money. So it really depends on the person. Once you get the Bugatti is the Bugatti. It kind of same. It doesn't change. You know what I'm I'm saying? So once you get all that stuff, and you get all the things and the money and the cars, and what's up, man? Once you get all that, your lifestyle's still your lifestyle, right? So what I'm saying is, would Hart be smart to take the 18 million on a winning team that's on the rise, or go someplace like Detroit and get 25 million and your team stinks, or go someplace like, because only the bottom teams can offer now. Maybe go someplace like Charlotte and get 24 million, but your team stinks. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. And I told you guys gave you a quick little gem too. Remember, Hart went to Jalen Brunson's show. Remember that? And then he talked about how he was going to take less money to stay with the Clippers, but they didn't want him. So that's what he decided to, New York became a possibility. But what I'm saying is that he already has that mindset. So now he know he's going to get the bag. But now he's probably thinking about winning, stability. He's jumped around the league a lot, man. This is very similar to Josh Hart. Very similar to Josh Hart. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you? Corey Lindsay says Hart should stay in New York for the winning. Right, absolutely. But that's my point. That's the whole point of all this. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. Now, would I be mad at him for taking the money? Nah, because everybody's different, man. But I don't know. Based on how it went on that show and what he said, that gave me a little insight to how he thinks. Right, and it was the same thing with Josh Hart. He said, listen, and remember, Josh Hart played really well with the Knicks. He could have went any other place and got big money, because a lot of people saw what he did last year in the playoffs and coming into the season, and when he came with the Knicks is what I'm speaking of, and how well the Knicks played. And so he decided to say, listen, I'm gonna wait. Remember, he negotiated the contract with us. He could have went someplace else, but he wanted to be here. He wanted to be here with his friends, close to his family. All those things matter to these guys. And then also too, Josh Hart said some stability in my career. I was tired of hopping around. Hart's kind of went through the same similar thing with his career. He's hopped around a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he stays here, because he loves playing with Mitch. He loves playing with the Nova boys. He spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? And then being in the greatest city in the world, the stadium is packed every night. Especially when the Knicks are good. That's an addiction rush like no other. Probably the closest thing will probably be playing with the Lakers. So, but yeah, people, let me know. What do you think, man? What do you think? You think the Knicks go? You think we get bounced in the first round, or you think it's going to be very similar to last year? We go into the second round and make a big push in that second round, and maybe push a team to 6 or 7 games, and then we're finished. What do we do? Because this news is huge, man. It's huge. Because now, going forward, guys, we got to start thinking about, okay, should we start resting guys and getting guys ready for the playoffs? Should we start doing it, or should we try to get wins and go for seeding? What should we do? Gravity says, I think we go to the second round like last year. See? I'm on the same end of that, Gravity. But what do we do? Should we still go for seeding? Because to me, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. With Randle, it doesn't matter. Like now, because you could lose to anybody at this point. With Randle, it's like, nah, we're going to definitely win. So let's go for the weaker team. And now, it doesn't matter really. So seeding doesn't matter. So we're in the 5th seed now. 6th seed, we want to play in the Cavs. 5th seed, we want to play in Orlando. The Heat is back and forth, right? So who knows what? I don't know at this point, but it doesn't matter really. Now, right now, it doesn't. As far as seeding goes, because you just want to get in the playoffs. So should you start resting guys? Should you start sitting guys down and kind of having guys rest? Gravity says it sucks because this was 1 year to make noise with the state of the Bucks. Right. Agreed. Wiz, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. You see Wiz, man? See how it is on the East Coast, man? It's cold out here, man. You out there, Wiz, so, you know what I'm saying? Nice and wavy out there. How hot is it out there, Wiz? About 75 right now? It's cold, man. James Johnson, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live on this lunch break quick hitter. People also, too, make sure when you come through, hit that like button, people. Hit that like button for your boy, man, please. James Johnson says, this news is a kick in the stomach. If we can't beat the top teams, we should already know how far we are going. Wow. So that's a very good statement. That's a very good statement. I will challenge you on this, Mr. Johnson. Just one thing I will challenge is that with OG Anobi, we've looked really, really well against the great teams without Randle. So with OG Anobi, we've played really, really well, man. You know, on that West Coast trip with OG Anobi, we look good. We look good against the some dropping. We got to see something right here. Sorry. I got sidetracked, LV. Sorry, but we look good against the Warriors. We look good against the Kings. You see what I'm saying? And OG Anobi was a big part of that, right? So what I'm saying is he's proven that his addition to the team changes everything, right? So he can be a secret weapon, but once again, my biggest issue is just the production piece, right? So Wiz BKL said we need to rest the starters and test bench players. That's a good point. Gravity says, I hope OG's out for the season is not coming up next. Now, I think he's good, man. I think he's good. I think it's just, I think it's just maintenance with that, man. Because he already had the surgery. He's good. You know what I mean? I mean, could it be? I doubt if it's something like a baseball injury, like a Tommy John or something like that. I doubt if it's something like that because they would have saw that. They would have saw that. So they said it's no structural injury. It's nothing. It's just a flare-up, man. He's just got to kind of work through that, I guess. So we got to see exactly what that looks like. James Johnson says, I agree, but do we think we can defeat the Celtics? No, we can't beat the Celtics. But Mr. Johnson, I will say this, like, they're the elite of the league. They're the best team in the league. So I don't see us, but what I'm saying is that I can see us challenging okay, I'll put it like this. Anybody but the Celtics, I see the Knicks could beat without Randle if you have OG Anobi back. CP Mets and Knicks, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV on this quick hitter. Walking around my neighborhood, man. Had to chop it in with my people real quick on this lunch break. Yo, CP, man. The Mets are struggling, man. Don't worry, though, man. Don't worry, though. You guys going to be all right. You got to move around your lineup, man. You got to move around your lineup. I don't know how Marte did in this last series you guys had, but you got to move him up in the lineup. He's batting too far down. You need people on the base quick. That's what's going to help. You need some pop in that lineup. You know what I'm saying? Watching the Mets right now, man. Hoping for better times. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I think you should do. If a couple of guys aren't hitting, man, you gotta move them down in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think for you guys. Sorry, guys. Quick baseball talk with my man CP. Everybody go check him out, man. Please. They do great work over there. Once again, everybody coming through, hit that like button for your boy, please. So we just gotta see, man. But I don't know. I'm kind of. Yo, Wiz, what up, man? He says it's chilly, man. 50 degrees at 9:30 a.m. in LA, man. I may have to wear long sleeve shirts today. Yo, Wiz, you see me, right? I got the scarf, B. Got the scarf, B. It's real out here on the East Coast. It was pouring like cats and dogs the last 2-3 days, man. Which said, CP, see, you got a whole bunch of support up in here, man. The Mets be all right, man. They got a lineup. They got a good lineup, man. They just starting off slow. So yeah, man. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be very interesting. But the key right now, I'll be honest with you guys, you know, just with everything going on and just with the whole Randle piece, the key is OG Anobi. He's got to come back, because even with him being back, even with him having that tennis elbow, whatever they stated, right? Defensively, he's a monster. And pause, he's big. Like, he's got a lot of size on that wing. Oh, we got to do it again, people. Here we go. That's how I do it. That's how I do it, man. We banging it on dudes' necks like that. You see that? LV's a monster in that Baja. They need to sign me. I'll take it up from Randle. Just walking around the neighborhood just dunking. You know what I'm saying? But that's the key, right? His production, and you know, and you know, you can't coach him being 6'9" and being big on that wing. Like, you can't coach that. And defensively, what he is. So that's the key, right, for him. If he can come back and do that and be able to hit that corner three, right, and kind of be able to work through whatever this elbow issue is, I think the Knicks could be good. I think they can really make a push, and they could be sneakily good. Sneakily, I don't even know if that's a word. All right, come on, I'm walking. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry. I think they can surprise some people in the second round and maybe make it to the Eastern Conference final. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because in the playoffs, as you guys know, the court shrinks. The court gets smaller. So the court gets smaller, they really lock in defensively. So, crazy. I appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV. Thanks for coming to my channel, man. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So the key is just, you know, when the defenses collapse. Ernest, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV and my crew. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. I will be going on live tonight after the Kings game. So that's the key, right? So offensive. That's when now the offensive players, you really show your skill set. You really show what you could do. That's why Brunson was a monster in the playoffs, because as you guys know, when the playoffs happen, they take away your first move, your second move, your third move, your fourth move. So now the elite players know how to raise their games to the next level. So that's the difference. And so in the playoffs, that's what the important part is, right? So when you have your guy that's averaging 25 and 10, you're expecting him to produce like that at a high clip in the playoffs, because now that's when the big players step up. So all in all, that's going to be the tough part with this, right? Is can those guys that are role players produce at a high clip to where they could score when their first and second and third move is taken away? Because in the playoffs, that's when the star players become the stars. That's why Brunson is who he is, because of what he's done in the playoffs, not just with the Knicks, but with the Mavericks, and taking them to the Western Conference Finals. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the key, man. That's the key when the playoffs happen, man. Those guys who are the top dogs, the alpha dogs in the league, those guys got to step up. Sorry about the glare, man. Glare is crazy. Those guys got to step up. And that, let's see, yeah, it's better. And that to me is the key with the playoffs. So can those guys step up, and can those guys come up big when you need a bucket, right? Because that's the key. Can you get a bucket when the defense is coming at the horn? Lock it in. Can you get a bucket, man? Period. James Johnson says, we need everybody to step up and lock in. They'll say Brunson, yeah, man. They're going to have to. They're going to have to, because we already know what he's going to do. but other teams know that. You know what I'm saying? So now they can really, really set up a defense to blitz him and force guys like Josh Hart, OG Anobi, Deuce, of course the flamethrower, to knock down shots. And if they can't, the Knicks are in trouble. They're going to get bounced in the first round. Period. With BKCL, I'm confident we can get to the Eastern Conference Finals if we can face Boston early. But the Celtics are stacked and deserve to get to the finals this year. Agreed. Agreed, sir. Agreed. James Johnson said we need all the players to be on Brunson energy. Yeah, man. We do, man. We need all hands on deck now. Because now you got to find a way to add on to that lack of production. And the size too. You know what I mean? Let's not forget that too. I tell you guys all the time, man. I keep on stressing this. Randle's big, man. He's a monster, man. You know what I saw recently? I'll give you guys a quick plug for LV, man. I saw the other day, I was talking to him, I saw Sweet Pea Lloyd Daniels. You guys remember Lloyd Daniels? From Brooklyn, played with the Spurs? I saw Lloyd. And Lloyd's big. He's about 6'7". And I was looking at him and I was like, Lloyd's pretty big, man. I forgot how big he was. You know, you see him in tournaments in the city and stuff like that. Randle's bigger than him. Randle's about 6'10". A monster. So that's different. That looks different on your front line, man. When you got guys down there big like that who are imposing, who can rebound and who can score. Inside and out. And that's a different beast, man, especially when the playoffs come. So when you now take that out, you get smaller, you're not as imposing, so now teams can throw different defensive schemes at you, and you know, it's really tough to defend and it's really tough to make shots. So a lot of those guys who are role players, you thought they were playing out of their mind now during these I don't know how many games Randle was out and OG Anobi was out, but they're gonna have to play at a higher level in the playoffs. And the key is, can they do that? Can they take their games to the next level? Because we're gonna need that. Playoffs are right around the corner. How many games we got left? 6, 7 games. So that's the key. You know, it's just, we gotta see, man. We gotta see, but this is tough. This is tough news. And I think that somehow, some way, Tibbs is gonna have to, you know, and this is where he's got getting his bag as his coach, right? This glare is crazy. Sorry. Just switch my phone around. Right. Tibbs is gonna get in his bag as a coach so where he can figure out these lineups. And I think he's been doing a good job working with what he has. But now he's going to have to shuffle some things around. And you got to kind of monitor minutes because you don't want guys to get burnt out right before the playoffs start. Because you're trying to get seeding or you're trying to win games. Now let's just try to get through the season. Atlantic Cline, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live on this quick hitter, man, here on lunch break. Randle's out for the season, man. So now we got to kind of see exactly what Tibbs is, because he's going to have to, man, shuffle some things around to really make sure that guys are getting rest and guys are fresh for the playoffs. Landline says, now with the Randle news, what is our playoff peak? Man, I think we second round for us, man. I think that's the peak. If we get into the Eastern Conference Finals at Landline, that'll be great, but I think second round, man. But we got to be careful because the way we're presently constructed, without OG and Anobi, we don't get out the first round. We don't get out the first round. Offensively, we just don't have it, and defensively, we don't have it because of the size. The playoffs is different, man. You know what I'm saying, as you guys know. So that's gonna be tough, and you're asking a lot of Brunson and a lot of guys like DiVincenzo who've been playing out of their mind, but the playoffs is different, man. So you can't expect those guys to continue to do that. Sean McClue, man, appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live and my crew. If you have subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'll be going on live today after the Kings game, so please come through and check that out, man. Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my boys. James Johnson said Robinson should upgrade his scoring skills. He would be a threat if he has scoring options. Yeah, man, Mitch, I don't know, man. I think Mitch is Mitch, man. You can't really expect him to be Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has that bag in him. You know what I'm saying? I think I love Mitch, but I think Hart has kind of proven his worth. You know what I mean? And I kind of like Hart in that starting lineup. He's like a poor man's Joker up there, man. He's really, really good at facilitating, and he's outplayed his contract, man. He really has. Sean, appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming through, rocking with me and my crew, man. Hey, Sean, I go on live every day after the game, man. Every time after the game, you'll come through. You see a lot of my crew in here, man. All my guys have been rocking with me since day one, man. So I appreciate you coming through and being part of me and my crew, man. LV Live crew. Atlantic Line says always the Heat, man. Right, dirty team, maybe Randle. Right, Atlantic Line. That's a good point. Everybody, Atlantic Line just came through and dropped a bomb. He stated, "This is the Heat again. Year number 2 with the Heat. You're doing this to Randle, man. You see that? You see that?" Dirty, man. Dirty players, man. You see that? All right, people, let me get up out of here. All right, listen, I appreciate you guys coming through, rocking with LV Live on this lunch break, man. We got to get it together, man. We got to get it together. I'll be going on live today. So please come through and watch me after the game tonight as the Knicks play the Kings. If you're watching this on replay, gang, please subscribe. Please leave a comment. I will go back and forth and debate. But yeah, tough news, man. Tough news. Randle's off for the season. All right, I'll see y'all later, man. LV Live, I'm out of here.